So, what was your inspiration, Jasmine,
Just in general.
on your music?
Oh, my music. What's my inspiration in my music? I think people. Just that's kind of a crazy answer, I guess, but people really inspire me to make music. Very relational, very personal. I love people, and so a lot of the music that I write it as though people are gonna listen. Shreds, working 9 to 5 just to get the latest threads, and your heart's still broken. Yeah, your heart's still broken, and you do whatever it takes. Looking for a love that can feel that place. Oh, whatever it takes. Come along and feel that place. Every time you cry, every sleepless night, I can hear your heartbeat. And every time you cry, every sleepless night, I can hear your heartbeat. Like I just wanna know that you're around. Feeling topsy-turvy in my world spinning upside down. I just wanna know that you're around. I'm in their life.
Were there any musical inspirations?
Yeah, Lauryn Hill is definitely a huge inspiration. I love her music. I still listen to Lauryn Hill a lot of the older things. And then Tracy Chapman. There's some really key songs of hers that have been very influential in my life. Other than that, there's some other pop artists. Emily Sandé is a recent artist that I really enjoy. I like the depth of what she writes about. I like. No, I've never seen your face. I wanna be a believer. I wanna know how you get. Make me a believer. No, I've never seen your face. I wanna be a believer. I wanna know how you get. Ready for the world, money in my gaze, a momentary glance at the life that I made, a gaze in the eyes of the child that I made, gripped by shame, yeah, I walked away, waitress by day, mistress by night, I gotta pay the bills, gotta keep the lights on and I can still hear mama, like I'm sitting in the sky, seems to be true, I've forgotten how to, if I could just remember how to fly, I'll close my eyes and fly away. These complicated situations leaving me frustrated, so I'm standing on the roof, 35th floor, waiting on the next wind to blow. I let it all go, maybe I'll fly away. If not, I'll die today. High school, my freshman year of college, just some weird stuff started happening. Friends and family members started having dreams of me playing music, and they'd be like, I saw you, and you were on a stage, you had a guitar in your hand, and you were singing. All that kind of stuff started happening, and I was like, well, I don't play a guitar, I don't sing, so this doesn't make sense. I'm having crazy dreams, and it happened a lot of times. And then there was a few times I went to a few different churches around Pittsburgh, trying out some churches and stuff, and even in a couple other cities. And I got called out by ministers and people from their church, and they would have me stand up and say, you're going to sing. One time I was at a church in Pittsburgh, and this lady grabbed me. I was in the back, and she grabbed me and brought me to the front and put a mic in my hand and said, you're supposed to be singing. And I'm like standing in front of this group of people with a mic in my hand, about to pee my pants. But I didn't sing, I didn't like my voice, I didn't play an instrument. And so after a series of that kind of stuff happening, finally got to a point where I said, okay, I need to pay attention to this. I need to pay attention to what's going on. And so I said yes to this seemingly unending calling, and then music kind of emerged in my life. It came out of nowhere. It smacked me in the face. Sitting in bed, so don't let your age create love affair. You're likely to hear no the color in your eyes. And little boy, don't forget the mysteries of life.
Tune on there that you were just sound checking with that I was able to get a piece of called Believer. What's the message behind those words?
Yeah, it's a story of this woman who in her past she was sexually abused, and the story kind of goes on. She almost commits suicide. It's kind of a series of bad things or unfortunate things that happened to her, and she's talking about, or the song talks about this woman. Of course, the song is just her cry. To be a believer, it's like her grandmama said there's a God up there. I think it's just a very, I find that it's a lot of people's story, and they have their mom, their grandma, at least in my generation, that say there's a God and all this stuff. There's a God and there's Jesus. Just hold on, and I hear that story so many times. These situations, these stories come up, and it makes it really hard to believe that there's a God or believe that there's a greater power or whatever. And so the song is just a real raw story of somebody with that cry that really wants to believe that there's a God that's real, that really does care about them, really does love them the way that their grandmama said, but they have situations that have made them think otherwise. And so it's that tension between reality and what they've been told that's real.
Serious issues. What's up with that?
Yeah, a lot of, Just One of my favorites to perform because there's some real sharp lyrics, some real sharp lines in that, and I think it hits again some things that are very relevant today, that are big deals today. A lot of things that people go through, a lot of things people struggle through. So I hit on the American dream a lot, fatherlessness, poverty, all those different things, and really just being real. People wearing a facade and stuff like that, and I just wanted to write a song that was just real, and a lot of that song is part of my story, things that I went through as well. Part of my journey, things that I did. There's tension in my life, trying to figure out what this means. There's a line in there that talks about trying to figure out how to make a house a home. And it's the difference, that tension in my own personal life, trying to figure out, growing up in a situation in my own household, trying to figure out, hey, we live in this place, but it doesn't feel homely, it doesn't feel safe, and learning what the difference between those two are when growing up. So it's a real song to me, but I believe it's real for a generation as well.
National tour coming up.
Absolutely.
It's not like a normal tour.
No.
Totally different model.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, most artists, when they go on tour, they're there for maybe one night or at the very most 2 nights, because the goal is to hit as many cities as possible, because you have to make money. You have to repay the money that you gave and invested and make this thing happen. I just have a big heart for relationship and for people, and I think music should be written for people and about people and to people, and I think that happens less than it used to happen. A lot of, mainly because money is kind of fueling artists' drive, because they have to make money in order to continue to go. And so we're just kind of taking a crazy step off a huge cliff, and just kind of going out for this new model where we actually get to spend time in every city that we go to, because if we're going to sing about people and say we care about people, and our songs are talking about people, us loving people and people being loved, and people not wearing facades and stuff, then we want to be able to say that message and have a model for a tour that's congruent to that message.
I understand there's another factor also that you're showcasing with your tour.
Absolutely.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but we have 3 different aspects of arts within the tour itself. So for every show, we'll also have a friend of mine that will be doing live painting during the show. There's another friend of mine that will be doing live dancing during the show. And it'll be different depending on every venue that we go to. Some venues, you go to a bar, there's not really space for dancing, so it'll look a little different in every venue. But we want to do that to give people multiple expressions of creativity, different ways where they can feel the song and feel the message all at one time, as many senses as possible, And another part of it is cool that most of them are local artists. All of the people that are going to be with us, the painter and the dancer,
Tate. So they're local artists in Pittsburgh, so they're from here, and they're also committed to the city. And we've taken them for a few months. I'm taking myself out for a few months to go and go on the store, so it'll be a good time.
Tell everybody where they can get a sample of your latest EP and your website.
Absolutely. The EP that I released in 2013, you can find that on iTunes, on Amazon. You can find it on iTunes, Amazon. I'm not supposed to say it. It's on Spotify. If you want to listen to it, get it on Spotify. I don't care, listen to the music, get a taste of it. The website is www.jasminetate.com. And the next Jasmine Tate album called Life and Love will be released on May 6th. That'll be on Amazon, iTunes, any online carriers you can find them on. So yeah, we're super excited.